Hello, my name is Vafi. You probably haven't heard of me, but I am one of the few players that's still playing Destiny 2 to this day. Destiny 2 itself hasn't had a lot of popularity in the most recent updates. In fact, the player count has gone down so significantly, others are starting to say that it might close down shortly, and that's not exactly wrong. After the final shape was over, most of us assumed, well, that's the end of Destiny 2, right? We were so very wrong. They brought out other stuff eventually. They brought out all the echoes and stuff. And then they brought out the new portal system for the Age of Fate, which, in my personal opinion, completely messed with everything. Now, obviously, some of us have gotten used to it, and then some of us, we started playing on it, and then others that were playing on it, they were just like, no, and got off and never returned. Some returned for Festival of the Lost, that's still currently going on. And then we have all this other stuff going on as well. The only thing that could possibly save Destiny 2 now is reverting back to a few old things and giving us what we paid for. Like, they took away a bunch of old campaigns that can no longer be played, like the Red War and all that. We can't play that anymore. Now, obviously, this isn't brand new news, but the thing that can save Destiny 2, if they can't do what I've just said aforementionedly, is they can move up the timetable for Renegades, because if they can actually bring it to us a little bit sooner, and it actually is a hit, then they can probably get some of their old numbers back for players. Now, I'm not saying everyone will come back just because there's a little similarity to Star Wars with this. Obviously, you got the freaking saber, and you got some new guns, new exotics, new abilities and stuff coming out. Like the hunters with their overshield and shield generating boots, and the warlocks with their strand type exotic. As for me, as a Titan, the ability to get a small jet of speed and fly up in the air and then knock someone down, ooh, that sounds fun. But I digress. This game has seen a lot of good, a lot of bad, and currently there's been a bit of ugly. Ultimately, this game has seen a lot over the years, and not just number 2. Destiny 1, prime time. Now, it wasn't as good as it is today, like with graphics and stuff, and how our overall combat system and movement is, and the ability to have different specified classes. Like all this extra stuff. We have Prismatic, which is the new norm, apparently. We have all these. For Titan, you only had so much you could actually do. And for each class, we only had certain abilities. Like for Arc, we didn't have Thunder Crash back then. We only had Fist of Havoc. But, you know, that's how it is. How I miss the days of Destiny 1. But I'm getting off topic. Personally, the only way for Destiny to get some players back is to move up the timetable a little bit, in my personal opinion. That, and give us our old campaigns back. People really enjoyed playing stuff like the Red War. I know I certainly did. Now, this video probably doesn't interest you in the least. You're like, oh, Destiny 2 is old news. Of course they're not going to fix anything. And me personally, I won't be able to do anything for Bungie. Like, I can't possibly be the voice of reason and tell them, hey, you guys need to give us this. You need to do this. Because they're not going to listen to one player. Hell, they rarely ever listen to the whole fan base. The whole player base themselves. they'll take some things into consideration, but they don't always just give us exactly what we want. They think they know what we want, and sometimes they've been right, but most times they've been very wrong. And I don't know if this is speculation or rumor, but I saw something the other day that kind of made sense based on circumstances that we're seeing with Bungie. They're being reabsorbed into Sony, is what I saw in an article the other day. And I'm thinking to myself, that might be the good call. If Sony reabsorbs Bungie and then they take over and they actually listen to their player base, that might be what saves Destiny 2 and lets us move on to Destiny 3. Because ultimately, we thought that after the final shape, we were going to be done and we go on to D3, but no. We got all this extra stuff. Now, while the future right now seems bleak with the small amount of players that we actually have in the game, which is down to like 13,000, which is ridiculously awful compared to previous seasons and previous years. Destiny 3 would be a good one, but there is another thing in the future. Obviously, we've got Renegades. They're bringing in Star Wars looking stuff, and some of the stuff looks good. I've seen a few of the trailers myself. It looks promising. And then we have all the other stuff coming on and later. So up here we have our timeline. Renegades is right here. Edge of Fate. The final shape we assumed was the end of it. No, we got the Edge of Fate. We had Reclamation, Ash and Iron. Then we got Renegades here. What they need to do, though, for the most part, is give us back the Red War. That's the big one. Giving us Forsaken, Shadowkeep, that would be great too. For newer players, you might be able to play some of Beyond Light, but I don't personally know. Witch Queen, we can play that. I mean, I can. I don't know if anyone else can. But this is what we're dealing with right now. We are currently here at Ash and Iron. It's not all that great. The only thing that was decent that we got out of the whole thing was the damn Heliostat mission and then the new axe. And this thing, it's just using Quicksilver, which is a better form of Siva, which we all know. This is the original. And here's the future. But I digress. Honestly, Bungie looks like they're about to go belly up. From my perspective, yeah, they're going to go belly up. But part of me still hopes that down the line, we can get back to what Bungie used to be. Fun, entertaining, interactive. We can have fun with each other. We can go do raids. We can do dungeons. We can have laughs. We can actually have some fun. We can see stuff that'll have us at the edge of our seats. The Festival of the Lost in previous years, it's always been the same. This year, they've done something a little different, which I'm actually okay with. You got the Haunted Altars of Sorrow. This was one thing that they brought in that wasn't actually too bad. They got the Red Rumble in here. Personally, I've never seen it before. That's new to me. And then you got your Ghost Rider stuff in here, which is... they've given us more time than normal. Now, it should have been over already as of like today. Or maybe tomorrow. But they gave us extra time. This game, man. This game is going straight into a deep hole. But I've said my piece. I rarely ever do any of these recordings or videos or anything. So, if y'all love Destiny still and you're hoping for a brighter future, give this video a like. If not, go down in the comment section and leave a comment saying Dead Destiny. But if you have hope, smack that like button. Either way, thank you for watching this video if you've come across it. My name is Vafi, but you can also call me Shadowflare. Until the next time we talk, later.